Hello, my name is Trepanier. This is a quick tutorial on how to add a level shot to your multiplayer map selection for Doom 3. Go into your C drive. You already created your def folder and a maps folder earlier. Now you need to create, and they have the contents in it of your maps and the definition files that you have in here. Now you need to create a folder called GUIS, and inside that folder you need to create two subfolders, one called Assets and one called Map. Inside Assets, you also want to create a folder called Splash, and Map, there's nothing else inside the Map folder. And now, once that's done, what you have to do is head on over to the Doom 3 folder. Now that you're inside your Doom 3 folder, what you do is you go into the base folder, and using WinZip, open up the pack 000 PK4. Just double click on it. If you haven't associated it with, when you double click, it'll ask what program you want to use. Use WinZip. Double click on it, it opens up. What you're looking for now are the path, so you sort by path here, and you're looking for the GUIS map path. So head on down, and there's GUIS map, and these are the GUIs for all the different maps inside the game. So we want to grab one of those out of here, so we're going to grab the d3dm1.gui, just drag it out to here, and it turns into one of those. And now we can cut this, and we're going to head on back over to the GUIs map folder. Okay, now we're inside the GUIs folder that we made on the C drive. We go into map folder here, and we just paste the GUI that we extracted. We're going to rename it right now, and we're renaming this one to DM Trep1A. And with that, might as well Control C. And we can open this up right now and change what has to be changed inside. This is just a text file, so you can just double click to open it up in Notepad. And what we first want to change is this here. We want this to say assets space or slash splash, and then the name of the map. And now what else we want to change in here is we want to scroll on down to where it says text title, which is down here, and where it says text, we're going to change that to the name of the map as well. And now we're done here. We can just save this, and again, it's a text file, but once you've saved it, if it saves as a .txt, you can just rename it to .gui. And now that that's in place, what we need to do is actually create a splash in here. So to do that, we're going to go into Photoshop. Here we are in Adobe Photoshop, and we're going to create Control N to create a new picture, and we want it to be 512 by 512, which it is. You can make it 256 by 256, but with this program, with the Doom 3, there's no reason to work with something quite that small. And we're going to call this DM Trep1A. Okay. And now we're just going to draw a picture on it. So I'm just going to squiggle this through. La la la. We can letter X to flip around the colors here. And now we'll put another one over top, and that'll be our picture. And out of here we want to save as a TGA. You go down here and it'll be inside the selection. A TGA is what we want, and called DM Trep1A. That's great. We want to save it inside the GUIs on here. Inside your C drive, go into the GUIs in Assets, Splash, save it in there. Save it as 24-bit pixel. Okay, and now we can go on back into the folders. Okay, so now we're back in the C drive. Everything is in place. Inside GUIs, we have an Assets picture, and we have a GUI for the map with all the necessary information. We can now, to create our pack file, our PK4, just select Maps, select GUIs, holding the Control button, and select the DEF folder. Right click, add to zip, and I'm going to call pack 666, and we don't need to include system in, but we're going to save full path info on all the files that are inside of there. Add. So it adds them all in, saves all the path info. And now it's hidden inside one of these. There it is. So we can cut that out of here and head on over to the Doom 3 folder and drop it in the base. We're inside the Doom 3 folder. We just go to base, right click here, paste, and rename this to PK4. Yes, we really want to rename it, and it's all done. Now when you start up the game, you'll be able to see a picture in the multiplayer map selection. You'll have your maps in there, and it'll show the name of your map when you're loading up the map. This won't show properly, I know, because I'm not working in the editor. It's going to run full screen, so you're not going to be able to see the name in that, but you'll be able to see the picture inside the selection. So let's go to game. And there we are. Trep 1B does not have a picture yet, but Trep 1A, there is your picture that you just made. And when you create a multiplayer game server, it'll show the name of the map as it's loading. And that's the end of this tutorial.